Hey everyone. Most of you probably already heard and watched Jacksfilms, especially his most recent stuff that was poking fun at SSSniperwolf, and her channel that uploaded the worst content possible every single day, reacting to TikToks and giving the most brain-dead feedback possible. It called off attention, especially people giving her a lot of flack for how lazy the content was, and how she barely gave any credit to the people she would take the videos from. However, this small funny criticism has quickly turned way worse with the shit that SSSniperwolf has done in response, which I have to say right now makes no sense, because later in the video you see proof of her doxing Jacksfilms and then playing a dumb card as if he was innocent. Personally, I was just blown away at the shit that she did, and I actually did a couple of videos to talk about the whole situation. I want to start off with this one, the first one that he made, which I think he made immediately after she posted like that whole picture of his house in her Instagram story. I'm pretty sure this was just like as an immediate calling her out and make sure that everyone knows what she's doing, because what she did, like going to his place, taking a picture of his house and posting on a story, did piss him off a lot, which, you know, understandably so. So I will start by playing this one to give some context.
Last night, SSniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults." In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. SSniperwolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics. To everyone that's reached out to us, thank you. We're fine, we're just a little shaken up. But mainly, we feel violated. We no longer feel safe in our own home, because we're dealing with someone who genuinely thinks they're in the right for A, stalking me, and B, posting our home to her massive audience. What a disgusting abuse of clout that is. This is irresponsible at best, and flat out dangerous at worst.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing to me is that the feeling I got when I first found out about this and I saw like on Instagram, it really did feel like a white girl teenager in high school doing this. Because it's just like he was criticizing her for content, which was shit to be honest, and her response was to like go to his house and basically dox him. It definitely wasn't one of those like innocent things where like she actually wanted you to talk. She definitely wanted you to like fuck with him and dox him. That's the problem with a lot of these people, where they get so famous that they actually believe they can do what they want. Like you know, like a white rich daughter of like a businessman who gets so much money, and her dad gives her whatever she wants, so she doesn't have to like be responsible for anything. And yeah, it just felt exactly like that in this situation, because she didn't give a shit what she did, and you know, she saw like, oh, I'm popular, I can do this.
YouTube needs to step in and take action. If this goes unpunished, then it sets a terrifying precedent that you can dox and stalk your critics so long as you have a big YouTube audience. If she truly wanted to talk with me, she could have done so through many other means. But there's one thing you don't do. You do not show up at someone's house. That's simply a line you do not cross. There is zero justification for this. She claims in her story that I've been harassing her. No, SSniperwolf, I've not been harassing you at all. In my videos on Jacksfilms,
I haven't seen the screenshot yet. This creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. See, immediately already, it just feels like she's trying to like downplay what she actually did. I have no ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. That's a second very common saying brought up by famous people. Well, whenever someone like criticize them, they immediately pull out like the money card saying like, "Oh, you're broke. Whatever you're doing is because you're jealous, or you know you're a leech trying to like write off me so you can make some money." But yeah, it's just like clearly like the most like close-minded, blind take you have in a situation.
I've not been harassing you at all. In my videos on Jacksfilms, I've been critiquing her non-transformative commentary, I point out cases of content theft and freebooting, and I credit the creators she steals from. I've been critical of her content, but that does not equate to harassment. What is harassment is coming to our home, sharing it for millions to see, and taunting me to come out. YouTube needs to take swift action and ban her from the platform ASAP. And the same goes for Instagram. Speaking of, SniperWolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do.
Yeah, it's funny as well. A lot of these people really like, this is what happens when you become so famous, that you really like lose sight of the meaning of anything, where you just think you can dox like anyone and it's alright because you're popular. Like who's gonna stop you, whatever.
No one should feel unsafe in their own home, and thanks to SniperWolf, my wife and I now do. So YouTube, please do the right thing and get her off the platform. Anyone who weaponizes their fan base like she did does not deserve a space here.
Yeah, that was definitely a sad video to watch, because I was thinking about this as well. With like the kind of fan base that she has, the smallest thing like doxing him would immediately create, like, add fuel to the fire and immediately make it worse. Like some people would definitely, because this is a recent situation, I haven't seen a lot happen after, but there definitely will in the future. Right now, I feel like some fan from like SniperWolf will like go to his house and I try to like either talk with him or like vandalize his house in some like shape or form. This is why the worst thing you could ever do is like give your fan base some tiny bit of control when it comes to drama, because they will immediately take it out of control and make it way worse. If she realistically wanted to like actually talk with him, like Jack said, that just a simple DM would fix that. I don't think it would have stopped him from like critiquing her, because she still makes the content and it's not gonna change because he makes a lot of views from it. But by her basically doxing him, she's immediately made it way worse, because now just people are gonna start like harassing Jack. And the most thing that pisses me off the most is when like big people who know they have a very strong fan base that will like fucking flip over anything, they barely have any control. And she didn't even make a statement to like her audience saying like, please don't harass him. I understand he's making like criticizing me, however I will be talking with him privately so we can sort this out. But no, all she did was just like immediately like a child say like, oh, I'm gonna show up to his house and talk with him like adults, even though this is probably like the most childish thing you'd probably do. Just someone just like criticizing you. I've seen people like dox people they hate for worse stuff, but by just like criticizing you for like the smallest shit, it's so dumb to me. But I want to put up one more video because this like goes on for a bit longer. This is another video by Jamari, who I think is a channel that covers situations pretty well. So I want to hear like what information he had as well.
Some time since we last talked about a YouTuber who goes by the name SniperWolf. The last time we spoke about her was probably almost 2 years ago, and in that instance it also was not good, as there was this little girl out there who actually went on No Jumper of all places, and seeing that she unfortunately had some sort of terminal cancer, her dying wish was to actually meet SniperWolf, or at the very least hop on a FaceTime call with her for a couple of minutes.
Who's your favorite person you follow on TikTok?
SniperWolf. She's like a really big YouTuber.
Who's she say? SniperWolf. You don't know about her. We gotta show you. You gotta put me on. I worked on the SniperWolf thing for you.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna try to get in touch with her. I know some people who know her, so hopefully we can make it happen.
In the end, SniperWolf would have a couple of messages sent between her and this girl's mother, and after promising to her they would eventually get on that phone call, in the end she did not hold up her end of the bargain, and unfortunately the girl passed away before she could ever make this wish come true.
She set it up with her mom, I got the text conversations, so they have a date to do it, right? SniperWolf blows it off. Completely blows it off. She's posted on Instagram that she's out to dinner, all right? She's out partying and living it up, and this 10-year-old is literally dying right now.
For those of you guys that don't know...
Yeah, that's really fucked up. In some way, to me, it's kind of funny, but in a fucked up way. Because, yeah, this was basically she died as well. And her dream, before she died, was to meet this person that she looks up to. And she just blew it off. Not only, like, how little do you have to care about, like, not only a fan, but a kid as well, who all they want to do is just meet you. And you could just, like, they even mentioned, like, a quick, like, video call would be enough, but she didn't even make that. And he did bring up, like Keemstar did bring up, like, her going on a dinner that she I'm not sure if she posted on Instagram story, but if she did, that is undeniably fucked up. She even tried to hide it, because who's gonna make her quit like the dinner plan and go to the kid and just like say hi to them, because you know she doesn't really give a shit. But she probably only like DM'd the mom or the kid at first, so it looked good to like the public at least, and then yeah, I'm guessing she just like stopped caring. So on the day she was meant to meet them, yes, didn't go to it. Also, I hate this as well, because if you check the DMs, it looked, I hate people who seem so fake in DMs, that are just like talking really nicely to like keep up impressions. It's like my biggest fucking pet peeve. Yeah, immediately already. So it doesn't even feel like she sent the message. I feel like it was like her agent or assistant. Hello, would love to send her a message or chat with her. And I hate this as well, like the amount of like the free fucking heart emojis just makes it more obnoxious.
Messages sent between her and this girl's mother. And after
hi, I hate that as well. The repeated eyes. Hi, I would love to tomorrow, if that's okay. Okay, well, I think you're automatically fucked up and just rushed it by saying tomorrow. She couldn't at least like plan it a week so she could make sure that she could go on that day.
Promising to her they would eventually get on.
If it doesn't disrupt your Christmas, yes please. Also, it was Christmas. Shit, maybe that's why it was it doesn't change anything, it's still shitty. But yeah, why would you plan like a fan meetup on a Christmas? Because clearly, I mean, I understand why you'd be out in dinner, but don't plan like a fan to meet you up on that day if you know you're busy. I know for a lot of people this is like really old news because it happened like, how you said, like 2 years ago. But when I first found out about this, it was just like fucking heartbreaking. I found about it recently, I was like, holy, how big of a piece of shit do you have to be to like give that little regard?
And you could definitely say that she gets a bit of preferential treatment. But lately, Sniperwolf has once again been in some hot water, after many YouTubers have been calling her and her content out, because what she does pretty much day in and day out at this point is react to like TikTok compilations, and she doesn't really add any sort of commentary, she doesn't add any sort of context. The videos are pretty much just...
I'll say this now because it's been on my mind for quite a while. She has the most blackest, like deadest eyes ever, just like... nothing. You know when you see a cat and you see like the huge black eyes and you just think to yourself, there's nothing going on behind that brain. Same thing with her.
Her reacting like a baby would that just got a new iPad. Ooh, pretty color. And so people have been calling her out for this behavior. They're saying that she's reusing clips of her reactions. They're saying that she's stealing from smaller creators and making millions of dollars. And one of the main people who has been calling her out for doing this for, I would say, the longest is this OG YouTuber named Jacksfilms. Now, I've not kept up with this guy for at least the last decade, but to me, he's always come off as a very unproblematic person. He's had a very long career here on YouTube, and he's always kind of done things the right way, at least from what I've seen from the outside looking in. So he's really been calling out Sniperwolf, kind of giving some of these smaller creators a platform to do the same. And he even made this whole separate channel where he is quite literally just reacting to her reaction videos, I guess to kind of prove a point about how stupid the entire thing is. And so Sniperwolf has been very pissed off at Jacksfilms about this whole ordeal. I mean, this story about her and this stealing of content has definitely gone mainstream at this point. And yesterday, she went out and committed one of the biggest mistakes I've ever seen a YouTuber of her size make. So first she posted this to her Instagram story. Keep in mind, there's around 6 million people following her page. And she says, "Should I go visit Jacksfilms? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot." And she's quite literally asking her audience to post yes or no to her showing up unprovoked at someone's house.
Yeah, that as well. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, did a child like take her phone and post this? Because why would you let your audience... I mean, I don't think it mattered, because either way, if it was yes or no, she would have still gone to his house anyways. I was thinking as well, like, how does she know, or how did she know that she was near his house? She might have had like a friend, you know, behind the scenes who helped her find his address. Because he's definitely the kind of person that the second she saw Jackson's video of her, she would immediately become like poisonous and like keep an eye on him and see like what he does, because she hates him that much.
And with these two obviously having tension between them, I mean, I could already see this as pretty much a threat. And you see, there's her face, okay? She's the type of chick that just thinks she's absolutely untouchable. And so this is where things get really crazy, okay? This all actually went down while Jack was on live stream himself. And if that first threatening post was not bad enough, okay, I guess it could still be perceived as a bit of a joke. This woman actually went out in front of his house and took a picture while he was inside streaming.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god!
This is happening right now. Call the
police.
So I'm obviously going to blur the entire screen here, but like I said, she literally posted a picture of the front of this man's house to her 6 million Instagram followers with the caption, "Let's talk like adults" at Jacksfilms. And what she's doing here is obviously illegal. She's not only threatening this man, but exposing very private information, putting both him and his family in danger for millions of people to see. All because he said her reaction style content was trash and she should be crediting people who made these original videos. I mean, I can't imagine the way this man felt within this moment. Like, I would say as a content creator, that is definitely one of your biggest fears, is something like this happening to you. So in response to
absolutely, yeah. Because the second you get doxxed, you open up the floodgate to like any creeps who hate you, even the tiniest bit. The great thing about the internet, right, is that there's a huge barrier between like you and like actual dangerous people. The second you get doxxed, you're immediately fucked and you're loud. People just like fucking prey on you. And even though Jamari didn't show in the video, in the full clip of his reaction, I won't look it up because he did look like an actual shock, which is understandably so. Like what Jamari said, with having like 6 or 5 million followers on Instagram. So just even if it's like 10 people who actually go through and such like do something with that information, that's still pretty dangerous. And of course, when I show the clip, I was censored this house because I'm not gonna be a moron and do that.
I take it too far all the time, if you know what I mean.
Hold on, hold on, stop. What's going on?
Hold on.
Go look at the general.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hold on.
Pause? Yeah. Yeah, pause. This is like...
Yeah, hold on.
This is tea.
Is she like trying to dox you right now?
I don't know, but that's
that
really
like
scary.
yeah, that's
not
that's
good.
really sketchy. That's like
That's
extremely
so
like,
sketchy.
The worst part is that you can see like the two bus that are left on the right, because then that shows like she actually fought through and went to the house like a piece of shit.
Fuck that.
How would she know where you
Fuck
live
that.
though?
How the fuck does she know where we live? Leave me alone.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
She's in the house right now, Jack.
Shut up.
She's literally outside your
Oh my god, that's actually heartbreaking. You can tell all of his friends, they're taking this as like a joke. Because I don't think she turned up to his house just yet. But they're like laughing, oh my god, what are you gonna do? But you can clearly tell that he's in shock. Because he knows like the full weight of the situation and what's gonna happen if she does something to his house, which she did. And he's actually in shock. He's like in fight or flight mode where he's not sure what to say. He's in that moment with shock, like not even responding or laughing to like any of his friends.
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what? She's literally right outside your
Oh
house.
my god.
This is happening right fucking now.
That's
Call the fucking police.
fucking sue
Actually.
her.
Wait, what?
Call the police.
No, there's a
I'm not
video.
joking. She's outside your house right now.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
She literally
on her
posted
Instagram.
a video on her story 5 minutes ago.
I'm
of her.
reporting
Oh my
it.
god, she
Yeah.
is. She's outside our
Doxing.
house.
Fucking record
That-
this right
She's
now.
fucking
God,
doxing you. Yeah, that's the.
Oh,
Yeah, no, this is fuck her.
oh my god, that's horrible.
No, that is a huge
No,
Okay, I'm
violation
not.
of privacy and so much else. There's so much wrong with that.
No, I'm not getting out, dude. Fuck that.
No,
No,
not
fuck
leaving.
that.
stay inside,
Call-
absolutely.
wrong with her?
Call the cops and show them the
Yeah.
Instagram story.
Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
And-
outside.
Aaron,
No,
no,
don't.
Aaron,
Oh,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
do not.
Don't, please don't. All right, hold on.
Please
Should
don't.
we? I'm gonna end this.
But
Yeah.
end the stream.
Sorry, gamers. Thank you for coming out.
That's a bit far. I truly think that this is psychopath behavior.
I like whoever edited this video because they definitely made she's a psycho. They definitely made like SSSniperwolf look crazy with like the what's it called, like the Halloween mutate. That was the one, yeah. And I want to talk about this for a second because in the video you can see his friend, you can hear his friend be like, go outside, to like see her, and he's like, no, I'm not. To some people I feel like that seems like, oh, why is he so scared? All she did was she doxed him, but she's not that dangerous. I'm pretty sure there was like some past with her with the police about some shit that she did, like some assault or some stuff. I don't have the time to look it up because that's like a different situation with like a ton of like information about it. But I could see why he would feel not safe if she did like fucking go up to him outside. But now we're back to the Jamari video. I just want to finish this off.
Creator, that is definitely one of your biggest fears, is something like this happening to you. So in response to this, Jack tweeted out, "SSSniperwolf just doxed me on her Instagram, creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting, you steal content and stalk YouTubers. At YouTube, demonetize this dangerous creator or just get her off your platform." She posted an IG story right outside of our home and then deleted it. following up by saying, "You posted a video tonight of you outside our home for your 5 million plus followers to see while my wife and I were inside. I can't make it any simpler than that. If that's not doxing, why did you delete it?" And that's in response to this other post she has shared to her Instagram where she says, "Accusing me of doxing is defamation." So now she's the one saying, you know, she has a lawsuit here, which kind of just shows you how
Oh my god, I just
patient.
read a sentence there. "I have no idea how to dox," so immediately playing like the dumb card. He literally posted his address on Google and said I threatened and doxed him. Wait, what is that about? He literally posted his address on Google. I don't know the context behind that, but he definitely twisted it to make it seem like, oh, I did nothing wrong.
So now she's the one saying, you know, she has a lawsuit here, which kind of just shows you how out of her mind she really is. She says, "I have no idea how to dox." I mean, what, does she literally have like one brain cell going on up there? He literally posted his address on Google and said, "I threatened him and doxed him." No, you showed up in front of his house and posted it onto your Instagram with a threatening message. While 5 minutes before that, running a poll whether or not you should make this terrible decision to all your kid followers. And with every single post on Instagram, her stupidity level was just rising. She actually had the audacity to post this.
"This guy's entire channel is just me. Every single video for the past few months has been about me. And it's just like shitting on me. And then his streams, this dude is just like low-key harassing me. Like, should I get a restraining order?"
No, he needs to get a restraining order and sue your ass. Like, how is her brain so dense that she doesn't understand that the whole reason that he makes these videos is to mock her and make fun of her? That's what the entire purpose of that channel is. Like, these are the type of videos he's making.
All right, check this out. SSSniperwolf, I bet you $5 this person is gonna pull this apart like a fruit accordion.
Made it cylindrical. Oh, we're gonna make it long now.
Oh no, I was wrong.
So he's just making fun of her and her stupid reactions.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick that is that this was scary to me. Not only like did she like unprompted just quickly like be like, "I'm gonna show up to his house," but it's the huge shift from like how she pretends to be like this like kid-friendly person on her videos, and then yeah, you see like on her Instagram like she's fucking going to people's houses and trying to like threaten them, like, "Oh, how about we speak like adults?" Which to me, the phrase "let's speak like adults" always seems like more threatening than, you know, trying to like be the better one and try to like sort it out. And plus, I know why they do it, because, you know, on YouTube or like social media in general, you have to be nice, but I feel like trying to be like pretending to be another person is just a catalyst to make you more crazy and a violent person.
Okay, she could see a, you know, person drinking a glass of water and she'll say, "Oh my god, is he going to drink that water now?" But she's so clueless in her brain that she doesn't understand that that's what he's doing on this channel. She then goes on to say 400 videos online shitting on someone, but wanting to talk in real life goes too far. Modern men are actually a joke. Even Jacksfilms' significant other steps in to say, "Dear YouTube, I'm not a creator, but my husband is. Tonight, Sniperwolf came to my home, posted it on her Instagram for all to see, and tried to instigate a confrontation. I now have to worry about what she, as one of your favorite creators, or any of her many fans, may do to harm me or my family. I'm a regular human that works a normal 8 to 5 corporate job that happened to fall in love with a YouTuber. She might claim that she is coming after a bully, but she is actually stalking and doxing normal people." So not only is what Sniperwolf is doing at this point obviously illegal, but people also want her to face repercussions on YouTube, which it's like rightfully so. Obviously she's kind of in bed with the platform at this point, but it's supposed to be a major thing. Like, when it comes to creator versus creator beef, and it gets to this level, something definitely needs to be done, you know, precedent needs to be set.
Yeah, definitely. What Jamar brought up earlier in the video about how she was so intertwined with YouTube, that's what's so scary about it. The idea of someone being so popular that they can do fucking anything and they won't get repercussions. Part of me, like the nihilistic part of me, feels like YouTube's not gonna do anything because of how big she is, and if they do like take her down, it's gonna lead to like a domino effect of like her trying to sue Jacksfilms, and that's like an entirely different situation that can get like way worse and out of hand.
And people are saying this is specifically the code that she broke, which is electronic cyber harassment law in California, which makes it a crime to send electronic communications such as emails or text messages with the intent of placing the recipients in reasonable fear for his or her safety, or that of his of her immediate family.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to say this earlier, but I wasn't sure. I was gonna make a joke about how she seems like a person who's like she's not that tall. She's like 5'4", but she's one of those girls that like has like fucking like shotgun in the back of her car, and I like to imagine like her being so delusional, like she could like bust down the door of like Jacksfilms' house and shoot him in his own place. But yeah, but now that I know that she lives in California, that actually seems like a realistic situation that could have happened if she was like 1% more crazy.
And so I'm guessing doxing falls well within this law. I mean, we don't know how this is going to affect Jacksfilms in the future. He could have people showing up to his house. He could have to hire security. This man might even have to move. I really do hope YouTube comes in and does something in this situation. The whole thing just kind of goes to show me how untouchable SSniperwolf truly believes that she is. Like, there has to be some thought process missing within your brain to think that doing something like this is a good idea, whether you have beef with somebody or not. And you have to have an even bigger lapse in your judgment to post the whole thing on your Instagram. I mean, how dumb can you get? Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think about this situation down below. But as you guys know, it's been your boy Tan Superman, and some other crazy YouTubers out here need to be covered, so I'm out.
Yeah, it was a good video, good coverage as well. But I want to put one of his videos because he's also a pretty great channel. But it's always like with these kind of like drama videos, there's like sometimes like some few pieces of information that's left out or forgotten about because these videos are meant to like come out as fast as possible.
Guys and gals, me Mutahar, and it's like a Persona 4 rainy day outside, okay? God!
I love his video because no matter whatever video he's in or whatever like topic he's talking about, he always seems so happy, and you know, naturally makes me happy as well.
I hope nothing bad happens after the fog sets off. But ladies and gentlemen, you know who's really, really funny to me? SSniperwolf! Now, for those of you who don't know who SSniperwolf is, a quick idea, she's one of the largest channels on YouTube, 34 million subscribers, okay? And of course, her content is, as you can imagine, TikTok reactions, TikToks that are only for the boys. You've got TikToks that are only for the girls. She's very egalitarian in the gender stuff. You laugh, you lose. Haha. And then sometimes it's just reacting entirely to Darman videos, which I assume she has permission for. I fucking hate
Darman.
Now, SSniperwolf is not the only person on the internet who's the Carlos Mencia of YouTube, where she basically steals content. If you make a joke in your TikTok or YouTube short, rest assured, it'll be cut out and she will use that joke instead, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to watch me for that. Ooh. God, something came up in my throat. That's not good. Jacksfilms actually made a astonishing amount of videos covering SSniperwolf's theft of content and the fact that she basically is the biggest YouTube regurgitator, okay? Why need Reddit? Why need Dig? Why need the For You page? Just use SSniperwolf. Her channel pretty much uploads anything popular on the internet anyways. Now, this would be okay if her content was actually transformative. But I would wager in a court of law her content is not transformative, okay? Simply going, ooh, ah, wow, that's crazy, is not exactly, you know, jaw-dropping transformative commentary. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a lawyer. Really, actually ask a lawyer. Of course, he's not the only person. You've got Jason Derulo, all right, one of the oldest R&B singers I know from the Paleolithic era, whose short page has been transformed into a re-upload page. But except now, ever since he started to get called out, he's doing this hashtag got permission to post. So one of the videos I found was of this dog, the face got permission to post. The video that he uploaded is just his music on top of it. But obviously the actual video from Odin's Swiss Shepherd, yeah, I bet he really enjoys the fact that nobody watched it on his channel. I'm sure he got the permission to post. I mean, hey,
oh god, I didn't even check. I didn't even see
that nobody watched it on his channel. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a barely a channel with that few subscribers. God, it's like depressing. Yeah, it's even more sad that this guy just basically took his video and put the hashtag got permission to post, even though he definitely didn't. I mean, honestly, how much effort does he actually go through about what he said, just like taking his video and putting it on his channel? Also, what a bizarre ton of career, or well, at least bizarre ton of a channel, where you used to be like an R&B singer, which I've never really heard of, but at least this guy, and you're no longer famous, so your resolve is to start putting clips on your YouTube channel, and it looked like really dumb. What did he post anyway? It looked like really dumb shit. I actually want to look up what he's posting. I'm not sure from latest to popular. There has to be at least one song I recognize. Okay, one has 1.7 billion. Okay, I know he's famous, but I do not recognize any of his videos or his songs. Either I'm a moron or this guy's like really popular in one country in the world that he leads him to be this popular. But anyways, I'm not worried about that. I want to see what he has posted on his YouTube Shorts. The fucking bottom of the barrel content on YouTube, which is already like a pretty shitty platform with like the worst content possible. So, oh my god. As what you go, TikTok has ruined the internet even worse because it lets you people taking clips from like one platform and putting on YouTube to at least like try to recycle some attention. Because I've seen this kind of clip before where like it might get like 1 million likes on TikTok, but if you're fast enough as possible, you might want to like post on YouTube and like steal some likes from people who haven't seen it, or even people who have seen it and they're just scrolling through the phone. They might like it as well. But yeah, this is like the laziest shit ever. Also, hashtag kill permission to post. The funny thing is, with TikTok and like Instagram and shit, with how much people like repost different videos, it's nearly impossible to like find the original creator, which is just bullshit. It's just added that you'll seem like, oh, you know, I did get permission, you know? And you have this one as well. I'm gonna have to mute this audio because pretty sure it's copyrighted. It's just so bizarre. The only outcome I can see this being is like some assistant got hired to take care of his channel, and they're on the verge of being fired because the YouTube channel is dying or doesn't get any views. So their solution is to just post random shit they find on TikTok. And it's funny because they're clearly not doing shit if he gets like barely any fucking likes. But anyway, I'm getting big off track. I'm just going back to the Murha video.
I'm sure he got the permission to post. I mean, hey, you can't lie on the internet. Come on now, seriously. Maybe he did. Like, look at this one. He got permission to post here, but this Lego one, he's like, oh, hell no, I didn't get permission to post, but I'm still posting it on the channel. Get out of here.
Yeah, who cares?
Insane. But at least that's better than SniperWolf. At least he actively is going out of his way to credit and request permission from creators. Whether that part is true or not, I'm not exactly here for it. But ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm covering SniperWolf again is because she is unhinged.
He's got a good watch, holy shit.
I'm not going into lawsuits, I'm going into what happened literally last night. SniperWolf just doxed me on her Instagram. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. Whoa! Heavy claims there. So IG is Instagram. The stories is basically, you know, Instagram. You can upload a story to it that stays up for like a week. I don't have to explain stories, okay? Should I go visit Jacksfilms? He lives 5 minutes away from my...
I have to say this at some point. I hate her tiny fucking nostrils. And I'm sure it's the angle, but they look fucking tiny. It's fucking annoying me.
Shoot. And of course, she's got the whole voting there, like, yes, queen, or, nah, I think that's a little too much. And of course, you can see that's her account. I know this is her account because this was up there for a brief period of time and she showed it. Now, you might be like, okay, Muda, how is that, like, doxing? Come on now. She's just saying, should I show up to a YouTuber's house? Which is messed up, but this is where we get into doxing. Now, you might be like, whoa, what's up with the Gaussian blur there, Muda? That's because I have to block out the fact that this is actually Jacksfilms.
He really put like a blur on it. That's like at least 90% on the Gaussian blur, I can tell already.
Allegedly, apparently. And even if it's not his house, showcasing somebody's random house to your 5+ million followers on Instagram is by far one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen. It's not only just a gross escalation, because here's the thing. People criticize other people on the platform. I get criticized all the time. You get criticized. Everyone gets criticized. It's the way of life. Logan Paul, for all my faults with him, keeps it on the platform. I don't see him showing up to people's house out of nowhere, okay? He doesn't show up to the front door, you know, acting like a badass. The reality is he's too busy, obviously focused on, you know, taking care of the CryptoZoo losses. But the point is, Logan Paul stays off. SniperWolf, she pulls up to your house, it seems like, ops, you want to summon SniperWolf like Bloody Mary?
Yeah, that's well. With famous people, these are like really popular people on YouTube, it's 50-50. One, they could be like somewhat mentally sane to the point that, you know, they won't like pick off like random people who just for the smallest shit. or you got people like, you know, like SSSniperwolf, and a pretty good example is FoodTube as well, who just stalk people, who just criticize them and fucking like bite onto their neck and just keep to them because just purely fueled by hatred. And it's scary because one of those things where like it seems like it only happens to famous people, but in reality it's to like anyone. And the only reason why they get like this raw emotions is just like from how popular they get, which is why some people don't deserve to be like on this kind of level and like have YouTube channels this big, or Instagram as well.
I guess you just say her name a few too many times, she pops up in front of your place. But then again, don't worry. What I might have said was possibly defamatory, because according to SSSniperwolf, accusing me of doxing is defamation, okay? Somebody needs to open up a Merriam-Webster once in a while. I have no idea how to dox.
I love as well, I was wanting to say for a second, I love the idea of her not being smart enough to know what doxing is, but having the IQ to know what defamation is. Just dumbest shit ever.
Oh! He literally posted his address on Google and said I threatened him and doxed him. First off, who posts their address on Google? Do you have any proof of that statement? Because that might have been defamatory in a way too. How can you say that he did that? I don't even believe Jack has ever done that. But again, the idea.
Yeah, there you go. So he just made that shit up. Or either I really believe that she had a friend behind the scenes that like knew where he lived and just told her, and that's like the best excuse you could come up with for, you know, not doxing him.
Yes, maybe you didn't exactly post his address. You were just outside his house posting the front of the house, which contains a house number, and people can obviously locate that location. Every YouTuber that I've ever talked to, even people that come on our podcast, will oftentimes ask for us to edit out the city they live in, because it can be that creepy. I try not to give out my address, okay? Because it can be dangerous. People can show up to your house. People can do something wild. People can be like SSSniperwolf.
Yeah, I've seen people who don't even live in a house and they live like in an apartment block, and they barely show like the most they do on their channel is have like a few seconds of showing like where they live, and somehow their fans, who are just like fucking the most terrifying people you've ever met, or at least know of, will still find not only what apartment complex they live in and what street, but the exact room number and what floor. Like, that's terrifying, and it might seem like it's impossible, but people will always find a way. People will always find like the tiniest breadcrumbs to know where you live. That's why even the house, the picture of a house where she lazily put pictures of like white squares to block out his house, that's like a huge source of information for people who want to know where he lives.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing. When you show his house to 5+ million people on Instagram stories, you know exactly what can happen, all right? You're a creator that's been on this platform long ago. You open them up to actual real-life harassment and real-life trolls showing up, which is never okay. He brings up the fact that, like, oh my god, this is obsessive behavior. Yeah, because he's covering the fact that you constantly re-upload other people's, TikToks, content, and he sits down and credits them. It's insane. You can play bingo with how repetitive your content is, with how much you freeboot. Now, SSniperwolf's rationale for showing up was, this creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. If all criticism is harassment to you, because literally Jack was the nicest creator to you, okay? Anybody else would have probably had a heavier hand, but yeah, he was literally just sitting there talking about your content theft. He did what you didn't, actually put a spotlight on the creators you were stealing from. What had happened over here was you said that you wanted to talk to him. So how is showing up to somebody's house just being taken as... If any other person did that to SSniperwolf, if any of the guys did that, if a guy did that to her, all right, I'm not trying to make this like a sex thing, like a gender thing. At the end of the day, I don't want to push that narrative, but the idea is there is a double standard over here. If a guy did that, they would instantly be removed off of the platform.
I definitely agree, because even though he did say he doesn't want to like a debate about gender, there are definitely people who are against Jacksfilms and with SSniperwolf only because of the gender. If they were reversed, people would see Jacksfilms as a creep, and I even bet the police would like be involved much faster if that was the case. And I'm sure the police will come up at some point in the future, because I don't see SSniperwolf as being the kind of person to de-escalate this. This is definitely gonna go way worse. And that's scary because, I feel awful for Jacksfilms and his wife, because they don't deserve to be in a soul, especially when they made like really safe criticism. Like there are people, like he said, there are people like who would be way more harsh to Sniperwolf and say worse stuff. But Jacksfilms was making like make some fun stuff about her, like barely even being aggressive, and it was her who first started this shit by going to his fucking house.
Honestly, as they should. It should not be different for one of YouTube's favorite, female creators on the platform. You're showing up to some other person's house unannounced, putting their house on blast on social media. You should be removed from the platform. That is dangerous uses of your platform. I have no ill intention. How is anybody supposed to know that? Anybody that shows up to my house, I'm going to assume they have ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. I hate it when people say this shit is drama. I know that some people say, Muda, you cover the drama stuff. This is not drama to me, okay? I always look at things with an exterior lens out of it. For instance, the reason the Sniperwolf stuff interests me is not because of the drama that's associated with her life or the people around her. It's actually because of her content stealing, because I think of it from an exterior lens. What happens when people like Sniperwolf become prominent on the platform? Content starts getting stolen. YouTube opens itself up to a potential lawsuit down the road when some of these creators start to upload content where the actual rights holders are big companies who are actually willing to open litigation against YouTube if it goes unchecked. Whenever I cover a financial scamming situation with a YouTuber, it's not drama, okay? I'm actually looking at a potential criminal action, right? When people are faking debts, I'm looking at serious criminal actions. I don't care about the interpersonal relationships of people. That's fucking drama. I don't care. I only care about when it gets really bad that it could start affecting the platform, or when criminal shit is happening. That's really the only thing. If you conflate all of that to drama, or even if you tell me, oh, Moody, you just cover the drama stuff, then you're being very, very immature, okay? That's just all I'm gonna say. Simple as that. Now, it wouldn't be something too. Sniperwolf has also been promoted by YouTube a couple times. One of the most famous tweets that you've ever seen is, where does Sniperwolf get video ideas? From fans.
Oh,
There's
God,
clearly some favoritism that goes towards her on the platform. Obviously, she's one of the biggest creators up there. And, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I have to bring up is she posted Jack's house on Instagram Live. YouTube has a policy about off-platform behavior. They call it creator responsibility. It's important that you understand these guidelines and their roles in our shared responsibility to keep YouTube healthy. Violating these guidelines may result in your videos being deleted, your channels receiving strikes, or your channel being restricted or even terminated. So again, they even talk about when, as a YouTube creator, you should remain responsible both on and off the platform. If we see that a creator's on and or off-platform behavior harms our users, communities, employees, or ecosystem, we may take action to protect the community.
It's funny because all these terms are like the most spineless shit ever written by a lawyer or by people who like just type this in for like legal cases, so they don't get sued or whatever.
So again, this is it. Here's some examples. Intending to cause malicious harm to others. How is posting somebody's address not intending to cause harm? You can sit there and say, I just wanted to talk. That's a cutesy way of trying to deflect. Participating in abuse or violence, demonstrating cruelty, or participating in fraudulent or deceptive behavior that leads to real-world harm, okay? Again, I just want to reiterate, if anybody did this to Sniperwolf, she would instantly send an email to her senior partner manager, and that channel would be terminated off the platform. There is no reason why she is not open to termination. YouTube should actually be fair in this and terminate her channel.
Yeah, but
or at least heavily restrict it or severely punish her. Because letting her get away with this just sets a bad precedent to everyone on the platform. It was one thing when she was a Carlos Mencia of YouTube, just stealing content and like stealing jokes and everything from everybody. Sure, whatever. But it didn't escalate to showing up to somebody's house out of nowhere. I just want to stress for the record, if any other creator did this to her, instantly removed off the platform, I would imagine, right? I would assume. Or severely punished, if anything, on the best chance. She just decided to go harass another creator like this, and YouTube should take it seriously. Way back when one of their offices had a shooting on it, they started to treat this policy with some severity to it. Even when Actman, right, who made a joke about like, you know, YouTube employees and their information, they responded by restricting his monetization, okay? They kicked him from the partner program. YouTube at that moment showed how seriously they treat personal information. And honestly, I think that's totally good for YouTube. They treat the idea of not doxing, of not promoting, showing up to people's places in real life and causing harassment. That is something YouTube is very much against. And I wholeheartedly respect YouTube's decision in that, because I think ultimately, in the greater good, it leads to everyone's safety. So YouTube, basically with what you've shown, the examples you yourself have provided, you need to severely punish Sniperwolf or maybe remove her channel, right? I'm not even being light about that too. Shit like this needs to have a seriously heavy punishment attached to it. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, do I think anything's gonna happen? I'm hoping. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I am out.
Yeah, that was pretty good video as well. But despite everything I've just said, and what was mentioned in these videos as well, I really doubt YouTube's gonna do anything. His 44 million subscribers that Sniperwolf has, that's gonna barely let YouTube do anything because of like how close they are with her. And as you mentioned, YouTube is terrified of getting in a lawsuit with anyone because it can quickly like get out of hand. Which is why you always see YouTube like barely taking any action. And with someone with Sniperwolf, who's I imagine is pretty rich, she definitely is, she could definitely get like the manpower to make it like a really serious case. And even though if there was a court case or a legal case, whatever, and YouTube came out like, you know, as old Jack came out as innocent, that doesn't really matter when you have to like you have to spend so much time and energy and money as well to take care of the court battle, because they can get really expensive as well, and it can take like up to years to like sort it out, which is why I really doubt that YouTube can do anything. The least they could do maybe, or they will do, is demonetize her. But I doubt that she's gonna take that like sitting down. She would definitely like get fight with them about it. All I can hope for now is like some external support that doesn't draw in YouTube and just gets like Sniperwolf to like stop doing his shit and actually like, you know, be an adult and like act grown up. Because she's definitely acting throughout this whole. I mean, I feel like her entire life she's acting like a child. Well, she was definitely favorited by people, including YouTube, to be popular. I doubt she's ever worked really hard in her life to, you know, do anything as a job. And it's funny because I used to watch Jacksfilms about her, about like her reaction content. And at first it seemed like it was fun. I never saw it as like an actual like really harassing her. I just saw it as fun because her videos were really dumb. I never had anything against her. I never believed she would be like this aggressive towards Jack. I would at least think like, you know, if this is your job, because she definitely makes a lot of money from uploading these videos daily. But if you make money from it, you should at least let people make fun of your job, because it is fucking dumb. But no, she immediately took this to heart and just like fucking went to his house, which, good God, no one should ever have that much like of a power to go to someone's house and be able to like take a picture of it and post to your fan base with like 5 million followers on Instagram. That's like a dangerous amount of like people being able to see your house. And yeah, as I said, she barely censored it with those fucking white squares. But again, this one of the situations was very recent and it's really hard to say what's gonna go, especially when one of the people involved is Sniperwolf, where she can just like act like unpredictably. So who knows what's gonna happen next. All I really hope is like Jacksfilms, you know, I imagine he's terrified of what's gonna happen next with all the people. There are definitely people who might like go to his house and vandalize it, like I said, but I honestly hope it doesn't. But again, he's one of those people that does not deserve any of this at all. Because even though he did make a lot of videos on her, not a single video of his had like a bit of like animosity towards her, just like criticizing her. And like, I feel like it was more on the side of like entertaining people because of like how dumb her reaction was. But honestly, I just hope at this point, I really pray that it does not get worse than this. Because even now, just a picture enough is fucking dangerous to show to people. But if I was really hopeful, you know, I guess I could hope that YouTube did something as well, but I fucking doubt it. Honestly, they won't probably do shit.